Alrighty then, so here we are. Stony Creek opened late last week, or I guess technically late last week because it's Sunday today, so that makes it the next week. But I'm finally getting out on it, and we're starting the season on the e-bike just because I found over the winter I officially have a lateral meniscus tear, and we want to be safe on things. It's that kind of year that I need to make sure that I minimize any potential risks, because we've just got some family situations that are in that kind of way that I want to make sure I'm available for whatever's necessary. Hello. So, trying to get used to having a camera on the helmet. I know there's newer cameras out that are probably a little lighter, and if I can get used to this, I think I'm gonna go that way. Get one of those minis to update from my Action 4. But I did get a few other things, which I'll do videos specifically about them. But I'll tell you about them now. So over the winter, for Christmas and my birthday, which was March 20th, I got 3 new things. One of them is I got a new pair of Ride Concept shoes with those boa laces, and they're semi-high tops. So I think that's going to be a little better protection on the ankle. And then the other one, I got an Arctos 6.2 water pack, which I'll be doing a review on it, but it's kind of the best of both worlds of hip pack and backpack. So I'm excited about that. And then the third thing, my wife bought me a drone. So she bought me the Hover Air X1 Pro Max, and I am gonna try it for the first time in a few seconds. Hello. It's still awful bright, huh? Anyway, hey everybody, it's Rob the Fat Pastor on a mountain bike from MTV, Michigan. Today's just kind of a hodgepodge of catching up over the winter. So let me show you the shoes. Told you I got shoes. So those are the shoes. And then I'll try and show you the hip pack.
Close cycling mode.
that's kind of fun. As you may be able to tell, that is the first time I've had the drone follow me on a bicycle, putting it through its paces. I've practiced at home, learning the basic modes, trying to get a feel how everything works. But that was the first time it's actually been out on the trail. I don't know how that footage looks. I'm sure there's a lot I've got to learn, but it is exciting to say I can do some different things with my videos. So just to kind of bring everybody up to speed, 5 years on my health journey has come and gone, and I'm currently weighing in about 210, and a little under from time to time. So I still got a little bit to go, and everything is still pretty status quo as far as my health journey. I haven't officially been taken off of meds yet for diabetes and those things, but all my blood work indicates that I should be, so I'm expecting at my next physical that to happen. The downside is, you can hear, I'm riding the e-bike. Of course, it's early in the season, but I am riding the e-bike. I have a lateral meniscus tear, so that's going to be something that I'm going to be working through. I did just finish physical therapy for that, and so far things have been pretty good. Is it perfect? No. I'm going to be honest about that. It is not perfect, but I am much better than I was through the winter. My goal right now is to keep my knee in as good a shape as possible to not have to have surgery. As some of you know, I am dealing with a family member going through a battle of cancer right now, so I really think that the most important thing for me is not to be laid up in case anybody needs help. So I'm just trying to keep my knee going in the right direction, hence on the e-bike. And I'm gonna be honest, the e-bike is so doggone fun that I'm not complaining. All right, there we go. Let's follow me through the woods here. Oh boy.
Close. Cycling mode.
Okay, so we had a bit of a mishap. I think we hit that tree there. Let's give this another shot. Well, so that didn't go quite as perfect as planned. I thought this was a pretty wide open area, but apparently it was trying to play catch up, is my guess, because I took off relatively quick. And I'm riding safe today, very safe. And, you know, this is the first time at Stony this year in the woods. I've ridden the outer paths or trails, but I'm really trying to take it safe. Obviously, not jumping much or doing anything like that. But still surprised that I hit that tree. But, oh well. At this point, I don't have the beacon or anything like that. And like I said, I took off relatively quick for it to have time to figure out what I was doing. So we just take it easy. Oops. So these are the new modded, or new, oh, getting old. So yeah, you can see they've wood lipped everything to make them, still doing that, darn it. Make them a little more kid-proof. Actually, they're not too bad. I didn't like that first one, just myself coming into it. I came in a little too hard and a little nose heavy on the end. All right. Give these another pump. And I think that's all my knee's gonna give me today. I could have drone followed that. I could have. Oh well. You didn't want to see what I just did. It wasn't pretty. They're nice. They're definitely different. Gonna take some getting used to. But chef's kiss, as they say, they will be nice. I've been trying to change settings on the camera to, you know, watching all these YouTubers and you gotta do this, you gotta do that with your camera, blah, blah, blah. Well, I am trying to give a better gimbal effect by putting it up on my helmet. But I changed a setting, and honestly, I should know what I did. I used to do photography for kids, for, you know, for my church kids, their senior photos and stuff like that, and I did a bunch of other stuff for race photography over the years, and I got kind of good at it, and I should know what I did, but I cannot find where I made an adjustment in this camera, and it was actually from the oh, what was that? It was the Trail Fest, Milford Trail Fest. My ISO so out of whack or something. I don't know. I have exposure wrong. I cannot figure out what it is, and I feel like all of my videos are still too bright no matter what I'm doing, and that's a little frustrating. And I hope I cleaned it up a little bit today, because I do intend to use this. So okay, check that out. That's a white turkey. I don't know if you can see that, but Check that turkey out. That is wild. I've never seen one with that much white on it. It's not quite not like an albino, but I was just asking myself, where the heck is this drop zone thing at? And there it is. I don't know how it works, but I'm gonna find out. Well, let's take the shorter one the first time, huh? Not too bad. Take this one. And take that one. All right. All right, and this one should be pretty good for a follow mode. Ah! So far I hear it, so it's doing a good job. I'll get it for this climb. Anyway, that was it. I was just playing, having a little fun with the stuff today. That is a wrap on today's video. So with that, live the faith, ride it out, and I hope to see you out there.